going on, guys? Welcome to the wrestling page of Merry Christmas TLC. Welcome to your faces. Today and tonight and in today's video we have TLC, a good gander through the card.
A good lineup. That's what we have.
Yeah, we have a very good lineup. Last pay-per-view of 2018 and before a supposed superstar shake-up. So everything that happens tonight determines what's happening going forward.
What's going to happen for the next year.
So whoever loses could potentially get put to another brand. Whoever wins obviously could be staying on that brand. So everything's sort of relying on it all just now. So I'm actually looking very excited and quite positive to everything. So
I am very excited. So over the past quite a few weeks, we've not done a video in a while. The last time I done a video was Survivor Series. I done a live video of that myself there. It was a bit of a rubbish video, but I done a video. But the last time we done a sit down with you guys must have been when we went away to Manchester.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So quite a lot of stuff has been happening. Braun Strowman is out. Drew McIntyre is finally
Yeah, but he might come back though. It's the whole stipulation for tonight's match.
Drew McIntyre finally getting that push that he deserves
Against Finn Balor. Yeah, that's a good match.
So currently, as we speak, it's the pre-show. So it's like I'm not sure what time it is right now, but it's about 20 to 12 at night. We're currently watching the pre-show. So it's currently Elias versus Bobby Lashley in a ladder match.
First person to retrieve the guitar wins.
So
it's a very random stipulation.
But anyway, getting into Survivor Series, kicking off the main show. Well, we just actually seen the Cruiserweight Championship defended against
Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy.
Yes, which was a very good match. But into the main show itself, obviously, Buddy Murphy retained his title, which wasn't a surprise there, which was great.
Come on, you've got to love Buddy Murphy. Everything, the way he looks, his character, his heel, brilliant.
But actually, in other news, what did you guys think of our videos in Manchester? It was pretty cool. I liked it.
Mm-hmm. I always enjoy the videos that we do.
So we've actually not done a proper sit down since then. We've done videos while we're there, but we haven't actually sat down and asked you guys what you think. So drop a comment below and let us know what you thought of the time that we spent there. If you were there, let us know.
Still got more videos to upload.
Yeah, there's still more videos. I mean, I know it's the end of the year now.
We've got loads of footage, so
we've still got footage that we need to upload. It's just we haven't got around time to do it. But don't worry, it's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Loads of
there is videos up at the moment in time. I've uploaded 2 yesterday, but I just need to edit them together and it'll be up soon. Okay. But anyway, straight into today's video. We've got TLC 2018 kicking off the main show. We'll have Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio in a singles match, which should be a good match there. I'm really enjoying Randy Orton's heel turn right now. I'm really enjoying it.
Wait, what's the stipulation?
But Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio.
Let me put a picture back up.
So Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio is a chairs match, which should be a good match there. As I said, chairs match there, so that should be a good match. As I was just saying there, I'm really enjoying Randy Orton's heel run right now. I'm really enjoying the fact that he's taking the mask off Rey Mysterio. Mm-hmm. It makes the feud itself. It makes Randy Orton even more of a heel than he already is.
Anything that Randy Orton does is actually gold because everything he does is brilliant. The fact that you've got like the immense heel of Randy Orton versus the ultimate underdog Rey Mysterio is something that you can always love. And there we go. That's Elias literally just won his match against Bobby Lashley. It's not much of a surprise that happened. But in regards to Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton, I'm going to say that it's the ultimate underdog story with Rey Mysterio coming out with a win, not unless it's Randy Orton just totally annihilating him in the process.
No, I like Randy Orton's one of these people that you like heel or face, but he's far better. He's like Charlotte. Better. Heel or face regardless, I like them, but he's far better as a heel.
Is this what we're going to see Randy Orton going across to Raw? Because it's about time that they gave Randy Orton like the bigger limelight, and I know that Raw and SmackDown, obviously they're separate brands and SmackDown's the B show, but Randy Orton needs to be on Raw, and he needs to get a push. So
yeah, but we'll obviously get into that in a moment. We'll get into the shake up in just a moment. But next in the match on the card there we
do have the Mixed Match Challenge Season 2 Finals, which is R-Truth and Carmella versus Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. Obviously, the winner's getting the number 30 spot at WrestleMania and a holiday destination of their choice. That's a random additive into that, is it though?
Yeah, we just seen Elias getting beat up by Bobby Lashley with the guitar.
He's got so much sweat in his face it's going to burn his eyeballs. With the mixed match challenge, I never expected in a million years, and I will be very honest, for this to be the finals. I did expect it to be
Braun
Strowman and Ember Moon versus Bayley and Finn Balor, which I thought, but at the end of the day, actually, like, it is what it is.
Well, we did see that. We did see Finn Balor, and it was the Miz and Asuka we seen when we were there, which was.
I'm actually loving the Carmella and R-Truth, literally the funniest thing ever going, and I hope they win it. I really do hope they win it, and it'll be absolutely brilliant to see. Who would have never imagined in a million years? Imagine R-Truth winning the Royal Rumble. And I know there's not much hype for him just now, and there never has been in a long time. But come on, that would be great, would it not?
Next on the card, we have Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. Looking very forward to that match.
And this is just a singles match, though. So, like, that just proves them. They don't need stipulations for that to become a great match.
No. It'll be one badass match. I'm looking forward to seeing what actually is the outcome. Hopefully Drew McIntyre wins, but I think he might lose.
It's the perfect heel face story, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
I think he might
Finn
lose.
Balor
I think
Drew McIntyre
Dolph
heel.
Ziggler might come out and cause the lose or something like that. But
I'm sorry, but I'm backing Drew McIntyre all the way. You know he's going to dominate, and you know he's just going to create hope.
Regardless if he loses or not, he will dominate that match.
Yeah, if he wins or loses, there's going to be dominated from holy hell there. You'll go into the next match, Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a tables match. Obviously, heading up to this, like when we were in Manchester, it all started off with Ruby Riott snapping the glasses of her father's sunglasses, and that started the feud off. It is a bit of a dry feud, if I'm honest. There's not much into it. They're trying to push it by the kayfabe era, by making everything real as possible. And then you've got the table that Ruby Riott put on Raw with her father's picture on it.
Yeah, as in Natalya's father.
I don't mind this feud. It's going to be a match, but they're trying to hype something that's not there for me. That's my personal opinion. It doesn't mean that's the case, but that's the way I feel.
I think it might be Natty that'll win, but most likely.
I'm hoping that Ruby Riott actually wins, because the heel turn, hell yeah, it's going to be great.
Next on the horizon there we have the New Day, the Bar versus, as in Bar champions versus the New Day versus the Usos for the tag team championships. It's the stipulation, it's just a triple threat match. If I'm honest, I want to see the Bar retain, because I want the Usos to go over to Raw. Hopefully that'll actually happen there, which is actually quite coincident. We're talking about it, it's just come up on the TV there. So I want to see the Bar retain, if not maybe the New Day win or something.
This match is one of the most important matches right now on the card for TLC, and the reason why is because with the superstar shake-up over the horizon, Raw is very, very down in the dumps right now with tag team wrestling as it comes.
Yeah.
And you've got three of the best tag teams in WWE just now in that one match.
Yeah, on SmackDown, on Raw, you've got AOP, and you've got Bobby Roode and Gable, and then you've also got you do have two good tag teams that are just not used right, which is the Ascension and the Revival. They're two teams that I like, but it's just a shame they're not used properly.
Now, whoever loses, I'll go to the lose. So whoever loses this match, it's a good, perfect opportunity for them to go across to Raw.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do the bar across to Raw because they've just came from Raw.
So I'd like to see the Usos go over and dominate.
Usos, definitely. I would love to see the Usos.
New Day.
I'm not too fussed.
I'm not too fussed because they came from Raw just in the last.
They deserve to stay on SmackDown. They're SmackDown superstars, definitely.
And then next we've got
the women's TLC match, triple threat TLC match. We've got Charlotte versus Asuka versus the champion Becky Lynch. Now this is going to be one of the best matches ever. It's the first ever match for the women, and hopefully it should be the main event. I'm looking for it to be the main event. You can't get better than the man.
No, I do think that's going to be a really good match. I think that's going to be match of the night. I'm really enjoying Becky Lynch. I'm not a fan of Asuka. I'm really liking Charlotte. Heel turn, whatever she's got right now.
Yeah, but
I'm enjoying that she's aggressive. So hopefully that's actually going to escalate to something and not
And it's good that they actually gave Asuka a bit of spotlight, like going back to Tuesday just past on SmackDown. Like it's all been about Charlotte and Becky recently, but now that Asuka's in this, they actually gave her a spotlight right at the end of SmackDown, and we ended it on a high for Asuka. Actually, looking to see her getting her first championship on the main roster of
Saying
SmackDown.
that, it has been rumoured for weeks that it's going to change. It's meant to be Becky Lynch is going to lose tonight, but it didn't say who that's going to be to. That's the question.
I would like to see Becky win and continue to retain. So.
And then finally, on the other women's tag team women's championship, we have Ronda Rousey defending her championship against Nia Jax, because Nia Jax won the right to win. I'm not too fussed for this match. It will be a good match, you can guarantee that, because Ronda's dominant and Nia Jax is dominant as well. I'm not too fussed for it compared to the other one. It's going to be a good match, you can't deny that, but it's just not something I'm going to be on the edge of my seat for. But then we could be wrong, because there's been matches in the past where you're like, nah, whatever, and then it's ended up being amazing.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. I don't mind Ronda Rousey and I don't mind Nia Jax, just not together in one match. It's not hyped enough for it to be this.
It's like Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. When that match was announced, I was like, whatever. And then when it happened, I was like, wow.
Holy shit.
I was like, wow, that was a good match. But I mean, that's because they're both amazing.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. The only people that I'm actually eager to see champion on Raw is Bayley, Sasha Banks, or Alexa Bliss. I'm not fussed for Ronda Rousey being champion whatsoever.
Neither am I. She is rumoured to turn heel. I'm not all that fussed, but I think she'll retain, most likely. I would be shocked if Nia won, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And then we also have, this is a 50-50 match that's kind of like...
Yeah, we're not sure if it's even going ahead. So.
Yeah, so you got Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. Which obviously...
In a TLC match.
Yeah, so...
It's not even confirmed, so if Baron Corbin wins, he becomes permanent general manager of Raw, and if Braun Strowman wins, then he doesn't. I don't know if the stipulation is that he's not this general manager anymore. I don't know.
But it's
I'm
a
not
tables,
sure.
ladders and chairs match, so that should be good.
And with Lars Sullivan lurking, as they put it, I don't know if that's going to take effect. I really don't know.
I won't be for this though,
because
because
going to happen.
Lars Sullivan's going over to SmackDown, so I think he might come out and beat up someone that's on SmackDown. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see for that as well.
I really do hope that they're going to. Braun Strowman's either way is going to make an appearance.
But yeah, Braun Strowman, if he comes out, he's definitely winning it because he's been after Corbin for quite a while.
Not unless not unless Braun Strowman doesn't turn up and then Vince McMahon comes in and says, "Look, you're getting out of here. Shipping you across to SmackDown. We've got a permanent general manager, and Hulk Hogan or someone comes out, or even Paul Heyman. I'd love to see Paul Heyman as general manager. But we're getting into a different story there. But that's just my opinion on that situation. Next match that we do have on the card is probably this is like my favourite match that we're looking into here. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. It's a ladders match that they're having. For the Intercontinental Championship, which I'm so excited for because this feud came out of nowhere and it's actually done so well.
I mean, it was rumoured that he was turning heel, but I didn't actually expect them to feud.
I'm loving Dean Ambrose heel turn.
I am.
Did you not see him when he came out to the ring with the gas mask on and then the sirens going?
Yeah, I like that.
I was like, hell yes, this is so good.
I'm really enjoying his heel turn. I do think he'll win tonight. I'm hoping he will. I do like Seth Rollins, but it's about time that
I hope that
Dean Ambrose actually got given that opportunity.
Dean Ambrose, let's see him as the Intercontinental Championship, continues to dominate on Raw and ship Seth Rollins across to SmackDown potentially.
Would Seth Rollins go across to SmackDown?
Exactly,
I wouldn't actually mind that. Seeing like
Seth Rollins versus Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins versus Jeff Hardy. Like there's so many opportunities that you think in your head where that could go. So my mind
I would
on
like
Dean
to see
Ambrose.
Seth Rollins go across to SmackDown and be one of the top guys, and then what we're going to get to in a moment as well. With the final main event for the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, which, if I'm honest, this should be a ladder match, if I'm honest, for the title.
But there's enough heat there that they don't need a stipulation.
Nah, it's going to be a good match, can't deny that, and that's the point I was going to make. AJ Styles needs to go to Raw, and that's...
Oh yes. But then without a doubt, it's about time he goes to
It
Raw.
needs to happen, but then when you look at it, you kind of think, would it work though? No, it's because what I mean is he's on SmackDown, he carries SmackDown, but then if he went over to Raw, you've got so much other guys on there.
And then who's going to be the main event guy for SmackDown? Yeah, that
It's
carries
not that. It's just because he goes to Raw. You got Drew McIntyre. You've got Braun Strowman. You've got who else have you got on Raw? That's like main, like Seth Rollins,
Finn Balor,
Roman Reigns if he's if he's there. But then it's like then he's kind of mixing in with that as where if he's on SmackDown, you've got Daniel Bryan himself. There's not many kicking about on SmackDown, so he's got.
Yeah, but that's why I'm so happy for the Superstar Shake-Up's coming about, because this is just going to change the whole complex of WWE going forward, and that's what it needs. Is a complete shake-up. So my money is on Daniel Bryan to retain. The only thing I don't like about Daniel Bryan right now is his entrance music. It doesn't go with his character formation that he's got now. The new Daniel Bryan, I like it. But the music entrance that he does, I don't like it at all.
No, it's going to be a good match. Best match of the night, I think it's going to be the women's SmackDown tag team. The women's SmackDown
triple threat.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a good match.
Yeah, that's no joke as well. That's my favourite match that I'm looking into seeing. Secondly, followed by Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, without a doubt. And then my third favourite match that I'm looking forward to seeing would be Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre.
Yes, I think it's going to be, hopefully it'll be shake up to be a good pay-per-view. Will there be any title change hands? I think most likely the only title change hands might... Do you know the thing something I just thought of now actually? Nakamura. He's not been on the card for quite a while. I don't even think he was at Survivor Series either.
I thought it should have been Nakamura versus Rusev.
Yeah, that would be quite nice to see Rusev win.
For the United States Championship.
But who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. So that's actually started now. So that's our predictions. Drop your predictions below and let us know what you think, who's going to win.
Or let us know what you think of the Superstar Shake-Up as well. Who you want to see go across. Who you want to see dominate a different brand and change the complex going forward for WWE as it stands. Do you want to get into it? Because my opinions on who I think should go.
Well, we'll just do a quick, not too much before it starts there, but I'd say 5 top guys I want to see across from SmackDown to Raw. I would like to see, I'd say talking from like top to like low, so like AJ Styles, and then I'd maybe say AJ Styles, this is not singular, but the Usos, Randy Orton, that's 3, trying to think of someone else kind of lower than that. I don't know, I'm trying to think of others. Maybe I want to see like Charlotte definitely go across the Raw again.
Nah,
I'd like to see
Becky Lynch maybe?
I'd like to see Charlotte go across to Raw and then maybe put Sasha to SmackDown or Bayley.
Yeah.
I would say I'd quite like to see the Elias go across to Raw, SmackDown, sorry.
So would I would love to see Elias go across to SmackDown.
I'd like
That'd
to see
be so good.
Rollins maybe.
Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, you know it's going to be one of them. If not, then maybe 2 of them. Which is going to be good. Because look at what happened last time. You had The Miz and Jeff Hardy both go to SmackDown.
No, so opening the show, it's the
Mixed Match Challenge Finals. Tell us who you think should be going in the Superstar Shake-Up. Let us know your opinions in the comments below and tell us how you feel about it. Thanks very much for watching. It's the Wrestling Page out.